touching this one. And I'm just gonna report on this so-called hurricane that's supposed to be hitting the East Coast. And I'm just gonna keep you people posted on this. I guess I happen to keep coming across it because I got a couple of YouTube channels which I'm subscribed to, which I don't know, a lot of these hurricane alerts keep popping up, so I had to actually watch a couple of these videos to see what was really going on. I made a video yesterday, but I had to do some further research, and they saying that perhaps maybe, alright, I'm just saying people just be on alert, alright. They saying that we may get a category 5, but they saying that it could be a category 6, which they never had reported a category 6 ever in history. So I'm just gonna play a couple clips from some videos. They're all saying some 52-foot waves we're supposed to be getting. So I'm gonna play this one first, right? Because this one is showing what happened during Hurricane Sandy, and this one wasn't. Hurricane Sandy was a category 3. It wasn't even nothing near category 5. So I'm gonna just play a little bit of this, man. Just bear with me, man, and I will be commenting on it momentarily. All right.
The scenario with Hurricane Sandy. Miraculously, weather forecasters somehow knew 7-day cyclone after cyclone. Hurricane Sandy was not a major hurricane, though it caused major damage. How many remember the scenario with Hurricane Sandy? Miraculously, weather forecasters somehow knew 7 days in advance that Hurricane Sandy would make an unprecedented 90-degree westerly turn exactly where it did. Climate engineering is not just a dangerous proposal. It's long since been a lethal reality for some 70-plus years. As Harvey was making landfall, the radio frequency microwave transmissions being used by the weather makers to manipulate Harvey were undeniable. Microwave transmission sources near Brownsville, Texas kept Harvey in check from the south. The Brownsville transmitter was completely energized as Harvey was guided on shore. Transmitter facilities in San Antonio, Texas helped to ensure Harvey would not advance to the north, in addition to scattering and dispersing any and all moisture that did make it that far. The bottom line, powerful frequency transmissions kept Harvey from migrating further inland and breaking up. So again, how did forecasters know so far in advance that Harvey would park itself in Texas and stay there for days? Due to anomalous high pressure zones locking Harvey in place. Because the forecasters are reading a script of the scheduled weather given to them by geoengineering contractors like Raytheon and Lockheed Martin. Raytheon does all the forecast mapping for the National Weather Service, NWS, and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA. Lockheed Martin does the same type of modeling for the FAA. We have the Foxes running the hen house, private defense contractors doing all the modeling for government agencies. The forecast track and behavior for Harvey was beyond unprecedented. Again, how could forecasters know so far in advance? Because Harvey's behavior was not an act of nature. It was manipulation with patented climate engineering technologies. The bizarre track of Hurricane Harvey is a glaring red flag to signal climate engineering, geoengineering operations. Why is the climate science community silent about this? The illegal federal gag order on all National Weather Service and all NOAA employees is the answer. The gag order is on top of the fact that government scientists have no First Amendment rights to begin with. Why would our government and others create such weather disasters in our own country? This is where dichotomous this or that thinking must be abandoned. There's many agendas being carried out at this dark hour in human history. This fact must always be considered and remembered. Solar radiation management.
Over 50-foot waves here. 50-foot waves. This is unbelievable. Where's the thing saying? Yeah, there it is. Look at this. 52, 54, 54 feet. 54-foot waves off the East Coast. In the where the eye wall is. Now let's go into the future here. Like I said, I'm on the 9th. This is at 2 in the morning. So I'm going to go next. This is unbelievable. see this is something. This is something. I can't believe this. If I said 54 feet, this 54 feet, 56 feet. So that's as far as it will let me, apparently.
Territory, which has never ever had a need for before, apparently.
Hey, yo, y'all gotta excuse me, man. I'm not a meteorologist or nothing. I just, like I said, I just study a lot of different things, and I just watched a video for like 40 minutes on this, so I pretty much understand it. Plus, I made a video yesterday, and plus, it's not HARP that's doing this. It's something else that's doing this. They shooting up water vapors in the air to where it connects with the clouds. And I don't know. Listen, this shit is weird. Somehow they moving it. That's what the chemtrails are supposed to be about, or whatever. You go back to my other video, they show you, or whatever. But this guy right here is saying that it may be a category 6 or 7. Now I ain't trying to like have none of no people like, but you see what happened in Houston. And if this shit right here come in New York City, it's gonna tear New York City apart. It's gonna definitely flood up. Something serious. So if Hurricane Sandy was a category 3, and this one Irma or whatever the fuck the name is, if this one's supposed to be a category 5 or maybe 6, people need to be on alert. Alright? So let's play the video.
As it enters into the 240 to 264 hour range, that puts it around the South Carolina and North Carolina coast, right in here. Let me show you. Okay, so here's the computer models for where this thing is tracking to, and at about the 240 hour, 264 hour area, puts it around the South Carolina, North Carolina range, right in here, and that's when they're saying that it's going to be above a Cat 5. Cat 5 is the highest category in the categories for a hurricane, and there is no such thing, or at least in the past, there's never been a such thing as a Cat 6 or a Cat 7. Yet, if you look at this scale, from a wind speed standpoint, it puts it into what would be, if you lined it up the way the chart says, it would be a Cat 6, Cat 7 hurricane. They're predicting the highest winds, basically, ever for a hurricane to make landfall. So, if you're on the East Coast, from Florida to New York City, I think I'd be paying extreme close attention to this hurricane. Here's your hurricane category chart. Typically, like the hurricane we had come through the Myrtle Beach area last year was a category 3 when it came in. Although seen sustained winds at around 100 miles an hour, and I was actually there to witness it beachfront, as a matter of fact. Took a little footage even that I put on my channel about October of last year. You can go back and look at it if you want to what 100 mile an hour looks like. But these winds in this hurricane, according to all the models, this ain't my information. This is their information, and it is.
And it's not my information, so I'm gonna definitely give you guys these channels to these European brothers who are doing the research on this or whatever. Like I said, man, we gotta tap into other information sometimes, because people in the conscious community, or a lot of so-called aborigines or melanated people, is not in tune with this shit. So
closing in on 200 mile an hour winds, something we have never seen before. I've got something else pretty interesting I want to show you. Some of you will find quite interesting about this hurricane and its name. Now I'm going to show you something here that some of you are familiar with, some of you are not. And if you're not familiar with what I'm getting ready to show you, your knee-jerk reaction because
I'm not gonna go all into that like that because I know a lot of y'all just don't believe in that shit. I don't believe in it neither. I just wanna. I mean, the numbers don't lie though. You know, if you believe in
you
that.
don't understand what all that means or wouldn't want to speculate. Coming back to the real meaning and the purpose of this video is to make you aware of that we have a historic potential for this hurricane, at least from what they're saying. I'm not making a conspiracy theory out of this. It's what they're saying, that we're looking at what you could call a Category 6, Category 7 hurricane coming onto the east coast of the United States. And it is their computer models that are stating this. So I'll leave you with that. Make sure to spread this video to your friends on the East Coast so they're aware of that. This is.
Nah, you guys already know they can engineer these earthquakes. I mean these hurricanes or whatever. I don't listen, man. If they doing that, man, it's some real. I mean, it's obvious they doing it because none of these hurricanes have ever been that bad. You know what I'm saying? It's only two explanations. If it's not the machines that they were showing that's doing it, it's because either the earth is fucked up and the earth is tired, or these things are geo-engineered. So, you know, I seen a video yesterday that was basically, it was a Walmart. A Walmart, it said it was like Walmart is down in Houston helping Houston. So I found that to be strange because, you know, for years I've been hearing about the Walmart FEMA camps and all that shit or whatever though. But when I seen that, it was kind of eerie to me because I was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? But yo, man, listen, if you're on the East Coast, I'm on the East Coast, so I'm gonna get prepared for this thing. You guys need to get prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure, you know what I'm saying, don't try to stock up all your food and buy all this food because if the electricity go out, you're gonna be screwed. So if anything, buy dry food or whatever, you know what I'm saying? If you got you got electric stove, you're still gonna be screwed or whatever, unless you got like a hot plate or like one of the I forgot what we call it, culinary. But nonetheless though, like I said, you guys better be prepared. I mean, get yourself some dry fruits. Shit, even some fucking potato chips if you have to. Apples is good too, because you can sit apples outside. You can sit apples out in the you can sit them out in the regular the room temperature or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself some fruit, yourself some dry fruit, some nuts. You know what I'm saying? Plenty of water. You know what I'm saying? Don't, you know, a lot of people be racking up on all this food, and then if the fucking electricity go out, you're going to be screwed. So just be prepared, y'all. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep you posted on this. But once again, this is a Tantralist one, and I'm out. Peace.